So hi guys, welcome back to the Women's Big Bash League 2025. This is match number 7 between the Sydney Sixers women and Hobart Hurricanes women. Lindsay Smith has the ball in her hand and it's a tossed up delivery. Sophia Dunkley drives it through, covers for 4. What a start to the match. Nicely tossed up outside the off stump, and immediately Sophia Dunkley hits a boundary of the very first ball of the match, gets off the mark with a boundary. And this time again, tossed up, defended back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Lindsay Smith. Sydney Sixers women have won their last 7 straight matches against Hobart Hurricanes. So Hobart Hurricanes will be looking to buck that trend and come back to winning ways today against the Sydney Sixers. Both teams have won their first matches. Hobart Hurricanes defeated Sydney Thunder women, and Sydney Sixers women defeated Perth Scorchers in their first matches. So whoever wins today will be picking up their second win and will continue their unbeaten run in this tournament. So Elise Perry is on strike now. Ooh, quick a ball driven by Perry straight to point, and another dot ball. The head-to-head records between Sydney Sixers women and Hobart Hurricanes women is heavily favouring the Sydney Sixers. Sydney Sixers are leading 19-2 in the head-to-head against Hobart Hurricanes. And that is not a proud record for the Hobart Hurricanes women, but surely they'll be looking to bounce back stronger. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's short and wide, cut away again, finds the gap. That'll race away for 4 surely. So the over started with a boundary and it's finished with a boundary as well. First boundary for Elise Perry. Elise Perry also gets off the mark with a boundary. 9 runs came from that over, and Sydney Sixers women are 9 without loss after 1 over. So Elise Perry and Sophia Dunkley, what a prolific opening partnership this is. Unbeaten so far in this tournament. They won by 10 wickets against Perth Scorchers, chasing down 110 runs, and today they have started well again against the Hobart Hurricanes women. Nicola Carey is the new bowler into the attack, and straight away Dunkley advances, gets the inside edge towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single to start the over. So Elise Perry is back on strike. That's full again, driven through the covers by Elise Perry. What a player Elise Perry is. Finds the gap, finds the boundary. What timing, what placement. Second boundary for Elise Perry. Beautifully placed in the gap. And it's full again, driven through the covers, beautiful again. Once again finds the gap and finds the boundary. You cannot bowl too full to Elise Perry, otherwise this is exactly what she can do. Elise Perry is dealing in boundaries here. And this time it's flicked away by Perry towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Back-to-back boundaries in this over and then the single for Elise Perry. Ooh, in a little bit of an end swing. Sophia Dunkley looking to go big and missing it. The dot ball from Nicola Carey. Hobart Hurricanes won the toss today, Hobart Hurricanes women won the toss today and elected to bowl first, which is a questionable decision actually, considering the fact that stats say that records say that teams batting first have won 9 out of the past 10 matches at this North Sydney Stadium. That will be a wide down the leg side, I think. Yes, given as a wide by the umpire. Teams batting first have won 9 out of their last 10 matches at the North Sydney Stadium. So in that kind of a venue, Hobart Hurricanes women have won the toss and elected to bowl first, which is a very, very brave decision, because Hobart Hurricanes will also be on high confidence because they chased down 180 odd runs. Ooh, another in swinger. In fact, it's taken the neck, I think. Yes, it has. Nicola Carey strikes for Hobart Hurricanes. Picks up the big wicket of Sophia Dunkley. Once again, the inward movement. This time taking the inside edge on its way. And today, no heroics from this opening partnership. They got off to a good start, but they have been dismissed eventually. In fact, it's taken the stump. I thought it was caught behind. It's taken the stump. It's hit the top of middle and off stump. But nevertheless, Sophia Dunkley is gone after scoring a run ball 6. And Sydney Sixers women are 20 for 1 after 2 overs. Well, the new batter to the crease is a very, very popular batter, no doubt about that. It is Alyssa Healy, who is the new batter to the crease. The current captain of Australia. He was the captain of the Australian women's team in the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2025. Outstanding player, no doubt about that. 2 Australians are at the middle now. Alyssa Healy and Elise Perry. So Callie Wilson is the new bowler into the attack for Hobart Hurricanes. Oh, and straight away Perry looking to drive and misses it. Dot ball from Callie Wilson. Short and wide, punched away towards covers, and another dot ball. Oh, that's edge. That's gone past left. That'll race away for 4. So Elise Perry continuing to get the boundaries. Continuing to score the boundaries. 5th boundary. In fact, 4th boundary in this innings for Elise Perry. 5th boundary overall for Sydney Sixers women. And this time it's short and down the leg side. Will be given as a wide surely. Yes, it is given as a wide by the umpire. So Wilson has to reload that one again. And this time it's full and wide, driven by Ellis Perry towards deep point. And good fielding at deep point. Perry picks up another single. It brings Alyssa Healy back on strike. What a sight to see her playing in the WBBL. Oh, that's edged. It flies up the edge towards deep point, and Alyssa Healy gets off the mark with a single. Extra bounce there for Wilson. Is bowling really well. The last ball of the over. And that's short and wide. You cannot bowl short and wide. It's cut away straight to deep point. Another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers women are 28 for 1 after 3 overs. So Nicola Carey is continuing, and it's on the pads, flicked away by Ellis Perry, picks up another single. The second ball of the over coming up, and that's flicked away again towards deep mid wicket, and picks up another single. So Alyssa Healy is playing it quietly. She was I mean, literally few days ago probably, she was a little heartbroken related to the Women's World Cup semi-final against India. But then to have the commitment to come and participate in this WBBL tournament, I think you have to appreciate her for that. As we see a wide down the leg side from Nicola Carey, has to reload that one again. And this time it's a full delivery, and Ellis Perry drives it down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball. And that's punched away towards point. Straight to the fielder again at point, and another dot ball. Really good bowling from Nicola Carey. Oh, that pitches and nips back in to the right-hander. Perry drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. So last ball of the over. And that's flicked away again, straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers women are 31 for 1 after 4 overs. So Callie Wilson continuing into the attack. That's a top edge and taken, is it? No, put down. Put down, good effort from the fielder running in. That was a catching opportunity. And Alyssa Healy gets a life. First up here, looking for the big shot. Not getting any timing on it. Really good effort from the fielder. Would have been a stunning catch if she had taken it. But not to be. Second ball of the over. And that's guided away by Alyssa Healy towards deep point. And picks up another single. Well, that's on the pads, it's pulled away, and that'll go away for 4 towards deep square leg. Loose delivery from Callie Wilson, and Elise Perry is too good a batter to miss out on that. Picks up yet another boundary. Boundaries are raining in North Sydney Oval. This time it's short and wide. Perry going for the cut shot and missing it. A dot ball from Callie Wilson. Oh, that's a short ball. And Elise Perry ducks underneath it. I think he was looking to play the uppercut initially, but then ducks underneath that. Another dot ball. The last ball of the over. And that's full. Perry goes, clears mid off. And that'll run away for 4 as well. Second boundary in the over, ends the over with a boundary. 9 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers women are 41 for 1 after 5 overs. So Strano is the new bowler into the attack. Alyssa Healy is on strike. And that's cut away by Healy straight to covers. Another dot ball to start the over. Oh, that's tossed up. Healy looking to slog sweep. Getting an inside edge towards deep fine leg. They're going for the second. Chance of run out. Healy makes it back. Couple of runs for Alyssa Healy. What a shot to attempt there, first of all, from Alyssa Healy. Nicely tossed up. Third ball of the over coming up. Healy goes for the reverse sweep, but straight to the fielder. At point, slays straight to Lindsay Smith and another dot ball. Strano is bowling it really well in trying to invite the big shot. Molly Strano. And now Healy comes down the wicket and flicks it straight to mid-wicket and another dot ball here. Pressure building on Alyssa Healy. She has faced 7 deliveries and scored only 5 runs. In fact, she has faced 8 deliveries and scored only 5 runs. Well, and she goes now. How far? It's one bounce into the boundary for 4. Found the gap beautifully. Once again, it was tossed up from Molly Strano. Healy went for the slog sweep. Connected it really well. Picks up her first boundary of the day. Well, she was first trying for the reverse sweep, then went for the sweep, and then got it on the pads, and then an appeal for LBW, and umpire says not out. So are they going to go for the review here? The Hobart Hurricanes bowlers and fielders are having a discussion. They are not going for the review. So 6 runs came from that over. 6 runs came from that over. The power play has been completed. Sydney Sixers women are 46 for 1 after 6 overs. So Heather Graham is the new bowler into the attack now. Elise Perry on strike. Oh, straight away gets hit on the pads, but it's sliding down the leg side. So it won't be out, and it's a dot ball to start the over. And that's again on the pads. It's flicked away by Elise Perry towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So Alyssa Healy is back on strike. Ooh, that beats the outside edge again. Another beauty of a delivery. Somehow Alyssa Healy is getting beaten a lot of times in this innings. That's guided away beautifully. It's in the gap. And will that go for 4? Oh, that's good fielding. Really good fielding. And they complete 3 runs. 3 runs completed. So Elise Perry is back on strike. And now Perry comes down the wicket, tries it straight to covers. And another dot ball. So good over this from Heather Graham. Just 4 runs coming from this over, still 1 ball left. So last ball of the over. And that's back of the length. It's pulled down the ground by Elise Perry towards long on. And picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over. 50 comes up for Sydney Sixers women. And Sydney Sixers women are 51 for 1 after 7 overs. So Hayley Silver Holmes is the new batter, the new bowler into the attack. And that's short and down the leg side, helped on its way by Perry towards deep fine leg. And picks up another single to start the over. Well, that's on the pads and that's helped on its way by Healy. And that races away for 4. It's gone off the pads is what I think. It might be 4 leg byes, but 4 runs added to the total for Sydney Sixers women. And now Healy gives herself room, smashes it over the top of covers and into the boundary for 4. This is exactly what happens when you don't take your catches. Batters will make you pay, and now Alyssa Healy slowly starting to get into her groove now. And the shot again is pulled in the air and it's put down. Oh my goodness. And it's Nat Brandt, one of the best fielders in women's cricket, has put it down. High on the bat from Alyssa Healy. And a catching opportunity there has gone to ground. Now how costly is that going to be? Alyssa Healy has now been dropped 2 times. And this time pitching, swinging, cuts it on the pads. Alyssa Healy was halfway down the pitch and no fielder was alert to the fact that there is a chance of a run out. How lucky is Alyssa Healy today? 2 catches put down and then a run out opportunity has been missed as well. This is unbelievable stuff. Not only from Alyssa Healy, from Hobart Hurricanes as well. That it's very sloppy fielding today. Last ball of the over. And she goes for a paddle, then scoops it towards the deep third man, and Perry picks up the good fielded as well at deep third man, and Perry picks up another single to finish the over. The 7 runs came from that over, and Correction, 11 runs came from that over, and Sydney Sixers women are 62 for 1 after 8 overs. So Heather Graham continuing into the attack, and Perry swings it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. And this time, Alisa Haley guides it away towards point and picks up another single. Third ball of the over. And his boulder, what a beauty! Absolute beauty from Heather Graham. Goes through the gate of Elise Perry, and finally Hobart Hurricanes have their second wicket. Both openers have been dismissed now. That was an absolute beauty of a delivery, pitched on a length and then nipped away of the seam, and has taken the top of middle and off. That is a beauty of a delivery to get a wicket. Finally, Hobart Hurricanes, they've broken this partnership. Elise Perry is gone after scoring 33 runs from 29 balls. And Sydney Sixers women are 64 for 2 after 8.3 overs. So the new batter to the crease now for Sydney Sixers women is none other than one of the best batters going around in women's cricket. Ashley Gardner is the new batter to the crease. Captain of the Sydney Sixers women has made her way out to the middle. Three more deliveries left in this over. Ooh, that's defended down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball. Two more deliveries left in this over. How's Boulder? Is it? No, it's gone through. It's gone through the keeper as well. And that'll run away for 4 byes probably. 4 byes it is. No one can believe it. That was another beauty of a delivery from Heather Graham, but it's beaten everything and raced away for 4. Sometimes that's part of the game. Last ball of the over. And that beats the outside edge of Ash Gardner. Back of the length outside the off stump. Ash Gardner looking to punch it away, but it beats the outside edge. Another good ball to finish that over. The 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket. 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Elise Perry. And Sydney Sixers women are 68 for 2 after 9 overs. So Lawrence Smith is the new bowler into the attack now for Hobart Hurricanes. And it's a tossed up delivery driven by Alisa Healy straight to Nicola Carey at covers. Another dot ball to start the over. And this time pitching, spinning back in. Alisa Healy punches it back down the ground. Looks to take the single but can't get it because he punched it straight back to the bowler. Another dot ball here. This time driven beautifully again by Alisa Healy towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Ash Gardner is back on strike. If Gardner does some damage, then Sydney Sixers will be in total control. Now comes down the wicket. Gardner hits it over the top towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. And now Healy comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground, flat and hard, one bounce to long on. And another single for Alisa Healy, and I don't think Hobart Hurricanes will mind this. As long as they are not conceding the boundaries, I think Hobart Hurricanes will be happy. Last ball of the over. And that's tossed up again. Gardner comes down the wicket, drives it down the ground to long on, and picks up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over. And at the halfway mark, Sydney Sixers women are 72 for 2 after 10 overs. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break. Ali Wilson has bowled another good delivery to Gardner. Another dot ball here. First ball went for a couple of runs. Second ball is a dot ball. Projected score at the current run rate gets them to 143. And Gardner comes down the wicket, swings and misses. Another dot ball from Cali Wilson. Ash Gardner hasn't quite got going till now. Has faced 8 balls and scored only 4 runs. Three more deliveries left in this over. And that's punched away by Gardner towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. And Healy goes big. It's high into the night sky. One bounce into the boundary for 4. Towards deep mid-wicket. So Alyssa Healy looking to go for the big shots now. Looking to take the attack to the opposition. And has found the boundary. An important boundary for the Sydney Sixers women. And this time again, guided away, finds the gap and finds another boundary. Good effort by the fielder at deep point, but not able to stop the boundary. So 11 runs came from that over, back-to-back boundaries to finish that over. 11 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers women are 83 for 2 after 11 overs. So Molly Strano is back into the attack into her second over. Ash Gardner is on strike. And that's on the pads. Picked up by Gardner towards deep mid-wicket, towards deep square leg. And Gardner picks up another single to start the over. That's nicely slowed down. Alyssa Healy gives herself room, cuts it away, finds the gap and another boundary. The last 3 deliveries which Alyssa Healy has faced has been hit for 3 boundaries. That's the class of Alyssa Healy. Picks up her 6th boundary in this innings and providing some momentum to the Sydney Sixers innings. And once again, Alyssa Healy gives herself room, cuts it away, but straight to covers. Good fielding at covers and another dot ball. And this time it's tossed up on the pads. Alyssa Healy comes down the wicket and flicks it away towards deep square leg and picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Ash Gardner is back on strike. And again tossed up. Gardner comes down the wicket and flicks it away towards deep square leg. The ball is running away. Deep square leg comes around. And another couple of runs for Ash Gardner. The last ball of the over. Tossed up again. Gardner comes down the wicket, swings it leg side, still can't find the boundary. It's towards deep square leg and picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over, and Sydney Sixers women are 92 for 2 after 12 overs. So Silver Holmes is continuing into her second over. So Ash Gardner is on strike here. Silver Holmes. Oh, it's a short ball. It's pulled in the air. Could be a catching opportunity and taken by Nat Silverbrandt. She's safe underneath the ball this time. Will not drop that catch. And Ash Gardner's struggling innings has come to an end. Very rarely you will see a batter of the caliber of Ash Gardner struggle like this. Could not get going today. And in the end, a back of the length delivery. She was looking to pull it down the ground, but only got the height. Couldn't clear the fielders. Nat Silverbrandt takes the catch comfortably, and the third wicket goes down here for Sydney Sixers women. Ash Gardner is gone after scoring 9 runs from 13 balls. A very scratchy innings today has come to an end for Ash Gardner, and Sydney Sixers women are 92 for 3 after 12.1 overs. So the new batter to the crease for Sydney Sixers women is Amelia Kerr. She can bat, but her strike rates can sometimes be questionable. Second ball of the over coming up, and it's bowled down. What a delivery! Gone straight through the gate of Amelia Kerr, and Silver Holmes is on a hat trick. 2 wickets and 2 balls to start this over. That's just an absolute beauty once again. Nipping back in. Takes the top of middle and off. And Sydney Sixers, are they crumbling here? 4th wicket down. Silver Holmes is on a hat trick now with 2 wickets and 2 balls. We haven't seen a hat trick for a while in cricket now. It would be great if a hat trick comes, if a hat trick happens. But Amelia Kerr is out for a first ball duck. And Sydney Sixers women are 92 for 4 after 12.2 overs. So Erin Burns is the new batter to the crease, and Silver Holmes is on a hat trick here. Hat trick ball is coming up. They're setting the field. So here we go. Hat trick ball coming up from Silver Holmes. Erin Burns on strike. Ooh, and flicks it away towards mid wicket. Negotiates the hat-trick ball. Another dot ball from Silver Holmes. That's a full delivery, flicked down the ground to mid-on, going for the single probably. And they make the single, they complete the single. Aaron Burns gets off the mark with the single. More importantly, Alyssa Healy is back on strike now for the Sydney Sixers women. Has bowled down, another one goes! Third wicket in the over for Silver Holmes, and it's the big one. Big wicket of Alyssa Healy. And suddenly now Sydney Sixers are 5 down. What is happening here in the North Sydney Oval? How did Alyssa Healy miss that ball? A straight delivery. Even Alyssa Healy was struggling at the start of her innings. Got 2 lives as well. Catches were put down. But you don't need fielders to take catches when you can knock the stumps over. And that is exactly what Silver Holmes has done. 3 wickets in the over. Completely changing the game. Completely turning the match in favour of Hobart Hurricanes. Alyssa Healy is gone after scoring 37 runs from 26 balls. And half the side back in the pavilion. Sydney Sixers women are 93 for 5 after 12.5 overs. So Maitlan Brown is the new batter to the crease for the Sydney Sixers women. The Hobart Hurricanes are telling, we don't need fielders to take catches. We only need to knock the stumps over. What a dream over this is from Silver Holmes. 3 wickets and just 1 run in this over. Still 1 ball left in this over. 2 new batters at the crease. It's not going to be easy for Sydney Sixers here. So last ball of the over from Silver Holmes. And that's punched away towards deep point. And Maitlan Brown gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 2 runs came from that over, including 3 wickets in that over. A dream over from Silver Holmes. And Sydney Sixers women are 94 for 5 after 13 overs. So Lauren Smith is back into the attack now. Maitlan Brown on strike. Short and wide, cut away. Oh, excellent fielding by Lindsay Smith. Chance for a run was there, but good running between the wickets. Single completed. That is fantastic fielding by Lindsay Smith at covers. This Hobart Hurricanes unit is looking like a really good unit. They're flying around in the field. So good to watch. Oh, again, quicker delivery outside the off stump. Aaron Burns goes for the cut shot and misses it. Another dot ball from Lauren Smith. Who goes for the reverse sweep again, but not able to make connection. This is what happens when there are 2 new batters at the crease. It takes time for them to settle down and then go for the shots. Back-to-back dot balls from Lauren Smith. And now Lauren Smith deciding to come around the wicket to Aaron Burns. Well, Burns goes in the air and taken at mid-off. Another wicket goes down. They're just falling like 9 pins here at the moment. The big shot attempted by Aaron Burns couldn't sustain the pressure. couldn't handle the pressure there. Too much pressure exerted by Lawrence Smith. He went for the big shot, couldn't clear the fielder at mid-off, and a simple catch by Nicola Carey at mid-off. 6th wicket goes down for Sydney Sixers, and how quickly a game can turn. You have to watch this game for that. Within a matter of 2 overs, Hobart Hurricanes are in full control of this game. Erin Burns is gone after scoring just 1 run from 5 balls. And Sydney Sixers women are 95 for 6 after 13.4 overs. A 92 for 2 to 95 for 6 now. Sydney Sixers women. They have lost 4 wickets for just 3 runs. Absolutely unbelievable. Maddie Villiers is the new batter to the crease and looks to drive and misses it. Another dot ball from Lawrence Smith. It's going to be hard work now. They're going into the bowlers of Sydney Sixers women. They have a long tail, no doubt about that. Looks to go for a big shot. Not able to make connection. Another dot ball to finish the over. What an over from Lawrence Smith. 1 run came from that over, including the wicket of Erin Burns. And Sydney Sixers women are 95 for 6 after 14 overs. So Silver Holmes is continuing into her 3rd over. And that's it back and put down. Put down by Silver Holmes. Maitlan Brown hit it back at the bowler. Cotton bowled opportunity gone begging. Could have had another wicket there. Loose shot from Maitlan Brown. Yes, the bowler couldn't hang on to that. Silver Holmes couldn't hold on to the catch. And this time back of the lane, inside edge. Almost went onto the stumps. Another dot ball. This is fantastic bowling now. Suddenly you can see all the bowlers are starting to feel that Hobart Hurricanes are in this game. The game has turned big time. Comes down the wicket, pulls it in the air. Is there a fielder coming underneath? Lands short off the fielder at deep square leg, and Maitlan Brown picks up another single. Maddie Villiers is back on strike. That's on the stumps. Defended back to the bowler by Maddie Villiers. Another dot ball from Silver Holmes. This has been a fantastic spell. She still has 1 over left after this. Silver Holmes. This Hobart Hurricanes team looks really good for me. Hobart Hurricanes are already the men's Big Bash League champions. They're the reigning champions of the men's Big Bash League. And now they're looking to win a title in women's cricket. That's flicked away beautifully. It's in the gap. And another boundary here. The first boundary for Maddie Villiers, beautifully flicked away in the gap. 100 comes up for Sydney Sixers women. 100 comes up in just 14.5 overs at the loss of 6 wickets. And Maddie Villiers gets off the mark with the boundary. And this time looking to flick it away uphill for LBW, but that's sliding down the leg side. And Maddie Villiers will pick up Another single to finish the over. Is it one leg bias? Probably. So 6 runs came from that over, and Sydney Sixers women are 101 for 6 after 15 overs. Hayley Silver Holmes has been fantastic actually today with the ball. So Lauren Smith is continuing into her third over. Maddie Villiers is on strike. Oh, comes down the wicket. It's gone through the keeper as well. Oh my God. It won't go for 4. Maddie Villiers will pick up another single. Now that is a missed stumping opportunity. Could have been easy stumping. The keeper wasn't ready enough to collect the ball. Maitland Brown is back on strike. That's a quicker ball. It's punched down the ground by Brown towards long off and picks up another single. That's edged away. It goes past third man. It won't go for 4. They'll pick up a couple of runs. Couple of runs for Maddie Villiers. They're taking away the scoreboard here, this partnership. Let's cut away again. Finds the gap. That'll run away for 4. Beautiful placement from Maddie Villiers. This is what happens when you miss your stumping. A batter always makes you pay. Second boundary for Maddie Villiers, who was batting well actually. And this time looking to cut it away. A little bit of an inside edge. And picks up another single. Keeper was so slow to collect the ball. And to make matters worse, the bowler also knocked the stumps off before itself. Comedy of errors. Last ball of the over. And Maitland Brown comes down the wicket. Drives it down the ground to long on. And picks up another single to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers women are 111 for 6 after 16 overs. So Heather Graham has been brought back into the attack into her third over. Maitland Brown is on strike. A power surge has been taken for the last 4 overs of this innings. Here's Heather Graham. Maitland Brown on strike. Comes down the wicket, looks to flick it away. There's a chance of run out at both ends, and they miss at both ends. Would you believe this? They were both batters were struggling in the middle of the pitch, and in the end, Heather Graham first of all threw it to the wrong end because it was more of a chance of run out at the bowler's end. But she threw it at the keeper's end, and the batter at the bowler's end survived. Unbelievable error, comedy of errors going on here for Hobart Hurricanes. They're missing all these small opportunities. Second ball of the over coming up. And that's pulled away by Maitland Brown. It's in the gap. That runs away for 4. So beautifully picked up there from Maitland Brown, placing it in the gap. And this is a good little partnership building up for Sydney Sixers. This time she's punched it down the ground towards long on and picks up another single. So Maddie Villiers is back on strike. That shot again is pulled again towards deep mid wicket, and Maddie Villiers picks up another single. Slow ball, heaved away leg side, it's in the gap. That'll run away for 4 again. Dealing in boundaries, Maitland Brown, second boundary in this over. Picked up the slow ball really well. And Hobart Hurricanes paying the price for dropping a few catches and then missing stumping opportunities, run out opportunities. So many opportunities gone begging, and this partnership now 26 from 19 balls. Full and on the pads, flicked away again, beats the fielders and runs away for 4 to finish the over. Expensive over from Heather Graham. 14 runs came from that over. And Sydney Sixers women are 125 for 6 after 17 overs. So Nicola carries back into the attack, and that's a wide down the leg side. Has to reload that one again. Hobart Hurricanes have been a little sloppy in the last few overs with the ball. This partnership is now 31 from 20 balls between Maitland Brown and Maddie Villiers. And Brown goes high, clears the fielder, and that ball is racing away for 4. No chance for any fielders. This time it's Maddie Villiers. In fact, sorry, not Maitland Brown. It's Maddie Villiers who has picked up the boundary. Third boundary for Maddie Villiers in this innings. And this time, Maddie Villiers gives herself room, cuts it away towards covers, and picks up another single. He gives the strike back to Maitland Brown. And Brown comes down the wicket, heaves it leg side. One bounce, two bounces to deep square leg. And they're coming back for the second. And they'll make it comfortably. Couple of runs for Maitland Brown. Again, a short ball is pulled away down the ground to mid-on. And Maitland Brown picks up another single. Nine runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Elise Villani thinking about options. Ooh, that's a good bouncer. Maddie Villiers comes down the wicket, ducks underneath the ball. Given as a wide by the umpire. So has to reload that one again. Nicola Carey. Second wide in this over. That swung down the ground to mid-on. And Maddie Villiers picks up another single. So last ball of the over. Goes for a paddle. Doesn't get enough bat on it. Will pick up a single to finish the over though. 12 runs came from that over from Nicola Carey. And Sydney Sixers women are 137 for 6 after 18 overs. So Heather Graham is going to be bowling the penultimate over. And it's hit straight back and put down again. What's with these drop catches today? Another one goes down. Another cotton bowled opportunity. Heather Graham was first looking to protect herself and then went for the catch, and in the end couldn't hold on to the catch. Too many opportunities given to the batters by Hobart Hurricanes. Second ball of the over has gone through to the keeper. Another dot ball from Heather Graham. The umpires are going upstairs to check the stumping. It's clearly not a no ball. It's landed behind the line. They're checking whether there's a stumping or not. Well, the keeper is too slow. Batter has made it back, so it will be not out. Keeper is too slow. And not out it is. Third ball of the over coming up. And that swung leg side towards deep mid wicket. And Maitland Brown picks up another single. Slow ball swung away by Maddie Villiers towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Slow ball, it's lifted high in the air, lands safely. They're looking to come back for a second chance of run out, big time, and she's gone. This time they don't miss anything. Thankfully, Hobart Hurricanes made use of at least one opportunity to break this partnership. Run out it is, and Maddie Villiers has to go back. 7th wicket goes down for Sydney Sixers women. They were always living dangerously, both these batters, trying all kinds of stunts and getting away with it. But this time around though, Hobart Hurricanes were alert enough with the run out. Miles out that too. So that is it for Maddie Villiers. Maddie Villiers is gone after scoring 19 runs from 14 balls, run out. And Sydney Sixers women are 139 for 7 after 18.5 overs. The last ball of the over, Maitland Brown on strike. Brown goes high, goes massive, goes all the way for 6. That's a way to finish the over. The last ball of the over goes for 6. Ends the over with a 6. 9 runs came from that over. And the Sydney Sixers women are 145 for 7, I would think. After 19 overs, they have not yet updated the scores. Sydney Sixers women are 145 for 7 after 19 overs. Oh, in fact, Sydney Sixers women are 146 for 7 after 19 overs. First 6 of this innings comes on the bat of Maitland Brown. Lindsay Smith bowling the last over, and that's shot and pulled away by Carmichael towards deep square leg and gets off the mark with a single to start the over. Maitland Brown on strike, second ball of the over. And that's pulled in the air. It's gone on towards deep mid wicket. Catch taken. And that's the wicket of the dangerous Maitland Brown. Couldn't get the distance this time. Only got the height. Simple catch at deep mid wicket for Heather Graham. And that is a huge wicket. She's done the damage to Maitland Brown. Lindsay Smith picks up the wicket. Maitland Brown is gone after scoring 30 runs from 21 balls. And Sydney Sixers women are 147 for 8 after 19.2 overs. Well, need to see who is the new batter to the crease. They haven't even displayed the name. Yeah, now they have. Bray is the new batter to the crease. Sweeps it leg side towards deep mid wicket. And Bray gets off the mark with a single. Kaohimhe Bray gets off the mark with a single. Gives a strike to Carmichael. 3 more deliveries left in this innings. They are looking to push towards past 150. And that's a quicker delivery. Guided straight to point. Dot ball from Lindsay Smith. 2 more deliveries left in this innings. Has to go for one shot here. Goes for it. They are appealing for a catch. And the wicketkeeper has herself signalled for the review. But more importantly, it will be a dot ball as far as the Hobart Hurricanes are concerned. Well, I think Carmichael has started to walk as if she knows that she is already out. But they have gone for the review nevertheless. So I need to have a look at this one upstairs. It's a challenging target, this 148. It's still 1 ball left. Lindsay Smith is not going to overstep with that simple action. Yes, there's a huge spike as the ball passes the glove. Huge spike. So the decision will be overturned to out. Carmichael has to go. And Lindsay Smith will pick up her second wicket in this over. Decision overturned. Finger goes up. And that's the end of Carmichael. Second wicket in the over for Lindsay Smith. Carmichael is gone after scoring just 1 run from 3 balls, and Sydney Sixers women are 148 for 8 after 19.5 overs. So Lauren Chiatil is the last batter to the crease. They have lost 9 wickets now. Last ball of the innings coming up. Chiatil on strike. Comes down the wicket, heaves it leg side to deep mid wicket, clears deep mid wicket. And 1 bounce into the boundary for 4, I think. The fielding of Hobart Hurricanes has been very up and down today. In fact, it's given as a 6, is it? It's given as a boundary. A boundary to finish the innings. Nat Sivabrand could have taken the catch at deep mid wicket, but it's gone through the hands and into the boundary for 4. 6 runs came from the last over, including 2 wickets. Still a good over from Lindsay Smith. 150 comes onto the board for Sydney Sixers. And Sydney Sixers women finished their 20 overs on 152 for 9 at the end of their 20 overs. They were 95 for 6 at one point. But then that partnership between Maitlan Brown and Maddie Villiers took Sydney Sixers past 150, and it has to be said that Hobart Hurricanes missed plenty of opportunities actually. Plenty of opportunities. Plenty of catches went down. Plenty of runouts were missed. If they had capitalized on those opportunities, they could have restricted Sydney Sixers to a much lesser total. But nevertheless, a good bowling performance. Pick up the bowlers though. Hayley Silver Holmes with 3 for 18 in her 3 overs. Lindsay Smith with 2 for 15 in her 2 overs. Nicola Carey 1 for 25 in her 3 overs. These were the standout bowlers. Heather Graham also picked up a wicket. And overall a good bowling performance from the Hobart Hurricanes women's bowlers. So Hobart Hurricanes women, when they come out to bat, will need 153 runs to win from their full quota of 20 overs. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So we come to the end of the innings break, and Hobart Hurricanes need 153 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs. Hobart Hurricanes chased down a much bigger total against Sydney Thunder in their previous match. Danny Viat Hodge and Lizelle Lee are opening the batting for Hobart Hurricanes women, and Lauren Chiatel is opening the bowling for Sydney Sixers. It's going to be hard to defend 153 on a good batting wicket. All in readiness here. Lauren Chiatel coming over the wicket to Lizelle Lee. Oh, straight away swinging back in, uphill for LBW, but that's sliding down leg. Straight immediately some swing for Lauren Chiatel. Immediately some swing on offer for Lauren Chiatel. And a dot ball to start. And this time Lizelle Lee comes down the wicket and hits it down the ground to mid-on. Another dot ball. So a good start here from Lauren Chiatel. Remember, Sydney Sixers women bowled out Perth Scorchers for just 109 runs in their previous match. So they can be a dangerous bowling unit. Third ball of the innings coming up. Oh, it's a full delivery inside edge from Lizelle Lee going down towards deep fine leg. And Lizelle Lee gets off the mark with a single. Well, having a look at that LBW shout, it's pitching outside leg. But even if it was pitching in line, it would have missed the leg stump. No doubt about that. So Danny Viat Hodge is on strike. And that's on the pads, flicked away by Danny Viat Hodge. And Danny Viat Hodge is also off the mark with a single. Well, Hobart Hurricanes are having a much bigger weapon in their team in the name of Nat Siver Brunt. Any day she is a dangerous player. She didn't bowl a single over today, which was surprising. But nevertheless, still Hobart Hurricanes bowlers did really well. And now Lizelle Lee gives herself room, drives it away. Oh, awkward bounce from mid-off, beats the fielder and into the boundary for 4. So Lizelle Lee picks up the first boundary of this innings, courtesy a misfield at mid-off. And this time it's short, it's pulled away again. Oh, really good fielding by Elise Perry at deep square leg. And Lizelle Lee picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 7 without loss after 1 over. So Ash Gardner is the new bowler into the attack, bowling the second over of this innings. And it's a quicker ball, extra bounce, punched away by Lizelle Lee towards covers. A dot ball to start the over. Ash Gardner picked up 5 wickets in her previous match, a very dangerous bowler. But Lizelle Lee goes for the slog sweep and connects it beautifully. That's massive. All the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. What a shot to play against a bowler of the caliber of Ash Gardner. First 6 of this innings comes on the bat of Lizelle Lee. And this time it's short and wide, cut away by Lizelle Lee towards point. Another dot ball. And tossed up outside the off stump. Lizelle Lee goes for a slug sweep again and misses it. Well, Lizelle Lee is looking so built. He's looking so strong. Such a dangerous batter. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Moves across the stumps, goes for a sweep, gets it over the fielders. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Lizelle Lee is taking on the bowlers at the moment. 6 under 4 in this over. 10 runs from this over already. Moved across her stumps and swept it beautifully. Last ball of the over. And that's guided away again. Past the fielder at point. And that'll race away for 4 as well. An expensive over from Ash Gardner to finish. A boundary to finish that over as well. Back-to-back boundaries to finish that over. 14 runs came from that over from Ash Gardner. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 21 without loss after 2 overs. So Maitlan Brown is the new bowler into the attack now for Sydney Sixers. Lizelle Lee has scored 20 out of the 21 runs on the board for Hobart Hurricanes. And imagine what will happen if Danny Wyatt-Hodge gets going. She's on strike. That's on the pads. Danny Wyatt-Hodge flicks it away past the fielder for 4. Not a great start from Maitlan Brown. Fuller delivery angling onto the pads, and all Danny Wyatt-Hodge had to do was just get some bat on it. Races away for 4. Boundary to start the over. First boundary for Danny Wyatt-Hodge. The first boundary for Danny Wyatt-Hodge in this innings. Beautiful clip of the pads, and that's this time it's extra bounce. Beats the outside edge of Danny Wyatt-Hodge in another dot ball. That's a good comeback after conceding the boundary. A much better line and length from Maitlan Brown. This is what I was saying actually, like 153 runs to win in good batting conditions for Hobart Hurricanes. They should back themselves. Third ball of the over. And that's defended on the front foot by Danny Wyatt-Hodge towards deep extra covers. And picks up another single. Ooh, Lizelle Lee comes down the wicket, looks for the drive and misses it. Good delivery there from Maitlan Brown. A dot ball. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, extra bounce. Listen Lee looking to flick it away. Gets it on the pads. Another dot ball. A really good over here from Maitland Brown. 5 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over. Oh, again nipping back of the seam. Another dot ball to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 26 without loss after 3 overs. So Elise Perry is the new bowler into the attack now for Sydney Sixers. Danny Viat Hodge is on strike. So here's Elise Perry, the first ball of the 4th over. Danny Viat Hodge on strike. That's full and wide. Danny Viat Hodge gets bat on it but hits it straight to covers. And a dot ball to start the over. And that's driven over the top by Danny Viat Hodge. That's the best of Danny Viat Hodge. Finds the boundary towards deep extra covers. Full and wide again from Elise Perry, but this time around Danny Viat Hodge didn't miss out. Her trademark cover drive picks up another boundary. Well, goes for it again, clears the field, and that'll go away for 4 again towards deep point this time. Once again, width offered by Elise Perry, and that's not helping the cause. Easy pickings for Danny Viat Hodge, back-to-back boundaries in this over. The 3 more deliveries left in this over, and Elise Perry has to bowl it a little straighter. That's better. Inside edge from Danny Viat Hodge. Picks up another single, but that's a better line from Elise Perry. Because if you bowl it full and wide to Danny Viat Hodge, it allows her to free her arms. She's so good with the cover drive in that area. The required run rate is only 7.22. I think Hobart Hurricanes will back themselves to get this. It's a good batting wicket this. So Hobart Hurricanes should chase this down. And Lizelle Lee comes down the wicket, smashes it away. Oh, excellent fielding by Sophia Dunkley at deep extra covers. Stop the boundary there, but Lizelle Lee will pick up another couple of runs. Once again, Elise Perry making the same mistake of bowling it full and wide. But luckily, a superb fielding effort at deep extra covers saved the boundary. The last ball of the over. Well, that's smashed over the top again, and this will run away for 4. One bounce into the boundary for 4. She's so strong, Lizelle Lee. Who is she? Playing like this, looking so built and hitting these boundaries. Even I'm scared when I'm watching her bat. 3 boundaries in that over. 15 runs came from that over from Elise Perry. And Hobart Hurricanes women are off to a flying start. 41 without loss after 4 overs. Well, just 112 more runs needed from the last 16 overs. This should be manageable for Hobart Hurricanes. The way both these batters are batting, they can surely get it done. Maitlan Brown continuing, and that's a wide down the leg side. Wide down the leg side. In fact, it's not given as a wide, it's given as a dot ball. And Danny Wyatt Hodge also doesn't seem bothered by that. Dot ball to start the over. That's nicely defended towards covers. But straight to the fielder, can't get the single. It's another dot ball from Maitlan Brown. Ooh, extra bounce for Danny Wyatt Hodge. Where has it hit her? She looks okay, but that ball took off after pitching and it hit Danny Wyatt Hodge somewhere. Whoa. That is something. Extra bounce for Maitlan Brown there. That's full and on the pads, flicked away by Danny Wyatt Hodge towards deep square leg and picks up another single. The Lizelle Lee is back on strike. Sydney Sixers looking to break this partnership. There's still some swing on offer actually. Even though it's good batting conditions, new ball bowlers are still getting swing. I think Elise Perry was bowling it too much full and wide, and that's why she was getting punished. The bowlers need to bowl the correct line and length. And as fuller delivery, Lizelle Lee gives herself room, hits it down the ground to mid-on. Another dot ball. This is a good over from Maitlan Brown. Just 1 run has come from this over. Still 1 ball left. So last ball of the over. And Lizelle Lee comes down the wicket and hits it towards covers for another dot ball to finish the over. Really good over from Maitlan Brown. Just 1 run came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 42 without loss after 5 overs. So Amelia Kerr is the new bowler into the attack now for Sydney Sixers. Danny Viatorge is on strike. That's on the pads, flicked away by Danny Viatorge. Picks up another single to start the over. Now this is going to be an interesting matchup to watch out. Amelia Kerr versus Lizelle Lee. It's going to be a tricky matchup as far as Lizelle Lee is concerned, because Lizelle Lee is going for the big shots. Here we go. And Lizelle Lee goes for the sweep shot. Not able to get much bat on it. Will pick up the single. That's shot and pulled away by Danny Viatorge. Out, beats the fielder at deep mid-wicket for 4. It ball spun while going to the fielder there at deep mid-wicket. And Danny Viatorge picks up another boundary here. And this time it's shot again, and it's pulled away again by Danny Viatorge towards deep mid-wicket. And picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Lizelle Lee is back on strike. That's tossed up. Lee goes over the top. And it goes through long off for 4. The fielding of Sydney Sixers is also looking a little down here. Another misfield at long off and a second boundary in this over for Lizelle Lee. This time it's a quicker ball, swept away past the fielder at square leg, and another boundary to finish the over. Back-to-back boundaries from Lizelle Lee to finish that over. An expensive over from Amelia Kerr. 15 runs came from that over, and the power play has been completed. Hobart Hurricanes women are 57 without loss after 6 overs. What an opening partnership this is turning out to be. 57 from 36 balls. And now just 96 more needed from the last 14 overs. So Bray, Kauimhe Bray is the new bowler into the attack for Sydney Sixers women. And that's punched away by Danny Viatorge towards covers and picks up another single to start the over. So Lizelle Lee is back on strike. And a shot is pulled away by Lee. Finds the gap and another boundary. How do you stop Lizelle Lee when she's playing like this? Such a versatile batter. Hitting boundaries everywhere around the ground. Picks up her 7th boundary in this innings. 2 shot from Kauimhe Bray and punished by Lizelle Lee. And this time it's back of the length, inside edge onto the pads for Lizelle Lee. And a dot ball here from Bray. But this looks like very gettable now for Hobart Hurricanes. Sydney Sixers need wickets. They need to break this opening partnership first. But every bowler is going the journey. And this time Lizelle Lee gives herself room and cuts it down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball. Well, width offered, clears the fielder, and that'll run away for 4. You cannot offer width to someone of the caliber of Lizelle Lee. She just threw her bat at it, cleared the fielder at point, and has raced away to the boundary. Second boundary in this over, and Hobart Hurricanes cruising along. Last ball of the over. And Lizelle Lee comes down the wicket and flat bats it down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 66 without loss after 7 overs. So 13 overs left in this innings, 87 needed. Lauren Chiatil is back into the attack now for Sydney Sixers. And Danny Viat defends it to point. Dot ball to start the over. Lizelle Lee is racing towards a half century. Fantastic knock so far, 43 from 26 balls. They still have a batter of the caliber of Natsivar Brunt to come in after this. And that's flicked away this time by Danny Viat towards mid-wicket. And picks up another single. So Lizelle Lee is back on strike. Oh, looks to swing leg side, inside edge onto the pads. Another dot ball from Chiatil. This time a fuller delivery driven down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball from Lauren Chiatil. Really good over this. Just 1 run coming from this over. Still 2 balls left. Oh, that's too wide, I think. Yes, given as a wide by the umpire. So Lauren Chiatil has to reload that one again. Oh, that's edged and clears the fielder at short third man. Good effort by the fielder there at third man, but not able to catch it. And that races away for 4. Another boundary for Lizelle Lee, moves to 47 now. Racing towards the half century. Last ball of the over. And Lizelle Lee goes high. It goes straight and goes massive. Goes all the way, is it? No. One bounce, but has it been stopped? That's a fantastic fielding effort. Fantastic fielding effort at long on. They've picked up a couple of runs here. Elise Perry, the fielder at long on, has done really well. Never easy to stop these boundaries like this. Yes, Elise Perry has done really well. So it will be a couple of runs to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 74 without loss after 8 overs. So Amelia Kerr is back into the attack. Had an expensive first over, conceded 15 runs in her first over. She's back into the attack now. Danny Viat is on strike. 79 needed from the last 12 overs. Ooh, Danny Viat moves across her stumps, looks for the sweep and misses it. A dot ball to start the over. Alisa Hill is asking for the stumping. But I don't think Danny Viat left her crease. Goes big, Danny Viat picks up the lane and it clears the boundary. I think it's gone through the hands of the fielder at deep mid wicket. Has that cleared the boundary? They need to have a look at that. I think it's gone through for 6. So we'll need to have a look at the replay. Very tough angle. Yes, it's gone for 6 actually. So first 6 for Danny Viat in this innings. Second 6 of this innings. Yes, 6 signaled. And this time it's tossed up again. Danny Viat goes down the wicket, hits it over covers. And all the way for 4 more. It's all looking too simple at the moment for Hobart Hurricanes in this run chase. The equation is down to run a ball now. 69 runs needed from 69 balls to win this. Amelia Kerr is going the journey. 6 under 4 in this over. Still 3 balls left in this over. Danny Viat moves to 34 from 21 balls. He has the license to keep playing these shots. Comes down the wicket, goes big again, goes all the way. Yes, it's bombed over for 6. Oh my God, they're not hanging on to their catches today, Sydney Sixers. 6-4-6. Danny Viat is on fire, moves into the 40s now. Second 6 in this over for Danny Viat. And this time goes for the sweep, appealing. Alisa Hill is so confident. The umpire says not out. They have gone for the review here. Sydney Sixers have gone for the review. Could this be the breakthrough that they wanted? Or is it too late with still 63 needed from plenty of balls remaining? The required run rate is under 6 as well. But a breakthrough will do something for the Sydney Sixers at least. Danny Viatorge moved outside her off stump, looked to sweep it away. But was there any edge there? Doesn't look like there was an edge, but need to look at the ultra edge actually. Alyssa Healy was super confident that there was a nick. Yeah, unless the spike actually as the ball passes the bat. There's just a small spike, so Danny Viatorge will have to go. Amelia Kerr has got the breakthrough, I think. Decision could be overturned and should be overturned because there's a clear spike as the ball passes the bat. Well, there's a spike as the ball passes the bat, but the only thing is there's a gap between the bat and the ball. Maybe that is what the umpires are checking. Well, I won't be surprised if this continues as to remain as not out, because there's a gap between the ball and the bat. You want any controversial decision? Not out it is. So despite the spike on ultra edge, I think the gap between the ball and the bat suggested that Danny Viatorge didn't nick it. So this opening partnership will continue. Not out it is. Danny Viatorge survives. Alyssa Healy can't believe it. She's asking the umpires, but she can do nothing about it. The decision has been made. Looked like there was a spike actually. But the thing is that the gap between the bat and the ball was a little too obvious probably. There was no deflection as the ball passed the bat. Last ball of the over. That's driven again towards deep extra covers. And Danny Viatorge picks up another single to finish the over. Expensive over from Amelia Kerr. 17 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 91 without loss after 9 overs. Hobart Hurricanes wanted to chase, and my goodness, they are chasing here. 91 without loss after 9 overs. And now the required run rate is only 5.64. Ash Gardner is back into the attack now. Good batting conditions. Sydney Sixers ended up a below par total, I think. Danny Viatorge on strike. That's a short ball, pulled away. One bounce to deep square leg, beats deep square leg for 4. It's been that kind of day for Sydney Sixers. Ball eluding the fielders, touching the hands and going beyond the boundary. It's been that kind of day. A nick, an ultra edge on a spike on the ultra edge given not out. Everything happening for Hobart Hurricanes today in this match. And this time Danny Viator's mistimes it. This could be out. And it is. Catch taken at covers, and finally Sydney Sixers have the breakthrough. This opening partnership has been broken. 95-run opening partnership between Danny Viator and Lizelle Lee has been broken. In fact, Lizelle Lee has been stuck at the non-striker's end for quite a long time now. But Danny Viator has been doing all the damage. Looking to play one shot too many there. But she had the license to do that with only 58 runs needed, all 10 wickets in hand. So nothing to lose, everything to gain, and that's what she was trying to do. But in the end has to go. Danny Viator is gone after scoring 45 runs from 26 balls, a magnificent knock. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 95 for 1 after 9.2 overs. The stage is set now for a Nat Silverbrunt to come and finish it off probably. The equation is tailor-made for a batter like Nat Silverbrunt. So Hobart Hurricanes women are 95 for 1 after 9.2 overs, and it's also the time for the drinks break. Okay, so we come to the end of the drinks break immediately. Such a short drinks break. The batter, who is the batter to the crease? It surely should be Nat Silverbrunt, isn't it? Yes, Nat Silverbrunt is the new batter to the crease for Hobart Hurricanes. That's a good delivery on the stumps, defended by Nat Silverbrunt towards covers. Another dot ball from Gardner. And Nat Silverbrunt gives herself room, cuts it away for 4. Beautifully placed in the gap by Nat Silverbrunt. She gets off the mark with a boundary as well. Dealing in boundaries here, these Hobart Hurricanes batters. And this time it's tossed up, and Nat Silverbrunt drives it down the ground and picks up another single. And the 100 comes up for Hobart Hurricanes women with that single. 100 comes up in 9.5 overs at the loss of 1 wicket. Just needing another 53 runs to win from the last 61 balls. Last ball of the over. And it takes the outside edge, beats third man for 4 more. The ball is just flying here and there. Sydney Sixers not able to stop the boundaries. Lizelle Lee gets to her half century with a boundary. What a knock this has been from Lizelle Lee. 53 from 31 balls with 10 boundaries and 1 6 at a strike rate of 170.97. She is indeed a talent. 13 runs came from that over from Gardner, including the wicket of Danny Viator. And Hobart Hurricanes women at the halfway mark of this innings are 104 for 1 after 10 overs. Needing another 49 runs to win this match. So just 49 needed from the last 10 overs. The power surge has been taken immediately after 10 overs. That is maybe because people are sensing that Hobart Hurricanes might finish this match as quickly as possible. The way the boundaries are flowing. There is no doubt that Sydney Sixers ended up with a below par score of 152. It could have been much worse if Hobart Hurricanes had held on to their catches and capitalized on their runouts in their innings. But because Hobart Hurricanes missed all those opportunities, that took Sydney Sixers to 152. Otherwise, they would have been bowled out for 120 or 130, which could have been even worse. And Maitland Brown back into the attack. It's a full delivery. And Natswer hits it down the ground to mid-on. Another dot ball to start the over. That's a full toss. That's helped on its way straight to short fine leg. That's good fielding. Another dot ball from Maitland Brown. Well, that's a poor ball. Once again out to the pads and helped on its way by Natswer for 4. Can't bowl there to the batter of a caliber of Natswer. All she had to do was get bad on it. Raced across to the fence and the boundaries continue to flow at the North Sydney Stadium in Sydney for the Hobart Hurricanes. That's shot this time. It's pulled in the air. And the fielder completely misjudges it at deep mid wicket and it lands short of the fielder. Comedy of errors in the field. And another couple of runs for Natswer. What is happening with the fielding of both these teams today? Sydney Sixers are doing even worse. They are refusing to catch a cricket ball today. Complete misjudgment, allowing Natswer to pick up another couple of runs. 43 now needed from the last 56 balls. Plenty of time left. But Natswer seems in a hurry. Oh, looks for a big shot. Toe ends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. In fact, I would say that Maitland Brown is the pick of the bowlers today. All the other bowlers of Sydney Sixers have been taken to the cleaners, no doubt about that. The last ball of the over from Maitland Brown. And Natswer goes big, finds the gap, one bounce into the boundary for 4 towards deep mid wicket. Even Natswer is in a hurry to finish this run chase. 10 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 114 for 1 after 11 overs. So Lauren Chiatil is back into the attack now. She's into her third over. Every bowler has gone the journey today for Sydney Sixers. Lizelle Lee is on strike. Just completed her half century. That's a wide down the leg side. Has to reload that one again. 38 needed now from 54 balls. Power hitting of the highest order today from Hobart Hurricanes batters. And Lizelle Lee goes big, it's high and lands safely. And they'll pick up another couple of runs. Lizelle Lee keeps the strike. They're in a hurry to finish this, both these batters. It's been a disappointing performance from Sydney Sixers. They had a dominant win in their first match, but they're going down big time here in the second match. Well, goes high. This could be out. This should be out. It's gone very, very high. Alyssa Healy under the ball completes the catch. And I don't know what kind of reaction was that. She dropped a similar kind of a catch in the semi-final of Jemima Rodrigues, if anyone remembers. But this time around, Alyssa Healy with the big gloves on hangs on to a skier. And the second wicket goes down for Hobart Hurricanes, and finally both openers have been dismissed. But a very good knock from Lizelle Lee has come to an end. Alyssa Healy keeping her cool, keeping her calm and taking the catch. But is it all too late for the Sydney Sixers now? With just 36 needed, Lizelle Lee is gone after a fantastic knock of 55 from 33 balls. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 117 for 2 after 11.2 overs. So Nicola Carey is the new batter to the crease for Hobart Hurricanes. Very capable batter. Seattle coming over the wicket. That shot is pulled away by Nicola Carey and in the gap for 4. Have anyone sent instructions to these batters that irrespective of whether you lose wickets or not, just keep on hitting boundaries? Nicola Carey, on the very first ball she faces, gets off the mark with a boundary. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. It's full this time, driven down the ground, pass mid off for 4 more. Nicola Carey is up and running here. Back-to-back boundaries. Was she batting somewhere else in a match and then coming straight into this game? Straight away 2 boundaries at the middle of the bat. Now just 28 more needed. This time it's full again and Nicola Carey drives it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. 12 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Nat Silverbrunt is back on strike. The last ball of the over. And Nat Silverbrunt gives herself room, cuts it away, straight to covers. A dot ball to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 126 for 2 after 12 overs. So Kohelimpe Bray is back into the attack now for Sydney Sixers. Conceded 9 runs in her first over. She's into her second over. Nicola Carey is on strike. And it's on the pass, flicked away, past Ali Sahili as well, pick up the single. Nicola Carey will pick up the single and give the strike back to Natsur Brunt. "26 more runs to win, and these 26 runs are the extra runs which Hobart Hurricanes conceded in their bowling and fielding as well. All those missed opportunities. That's driven again by Natsur Brunt straight to covers. Another dot ball from Bray. The shot is pulled away. How hard has that been hit? Once it left the bat, it was only hit at one place. Into the boundary for 4 from Natsur Brunt. They are in a hurry here, both these batters. Natsur Brunt picks up her third boundary in this innings. Now just 21 more runs needed. 22 more runs needed for victory for Hobart Hurricanes. This time it's full and wide, and Natsur Brunt drives it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. "21 needed now from 44 balls. Nicola Carey is on strike. That's driven again by Nicola Carey towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh my goodness, where has that gone? That's given us a dead ball by the umpire. Slipped out of the hand of the bowler. Has to be reloaded. I think Bray was looking to bowl the leg cutter probably. Slipped out of the hands. So she'll reload that one again. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, swings and misses. That's a good ball to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 133 for 2 after 13 overs. So Ash Gardner now. Ash Gardner is back into the attack. Nicola Carey on strike. Oh, almost chopped it on. Almost chopped it on. It's missed the stumps. It's missed the keeper. Dot ball to start the over. This time punched away straight to point. Another dot ball. Well, Nicola Carey goes over the top, gets it over the fielders, and that'll race away across the quick outfield for 4 as well. So Nicola Carey took the brave decision to take on Gardner, hit it over the top, picks up another boundary. Now just 16 more needed for victory. And this time goes for the reverse sweep. Nicola Carey, but not able to make connection. Another dot ball. Coasting along is Hobart Hurricanes. 16 runs needed for victory. That's cut away by Nicola Carey towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. This partnership is now 21 from just 15 balls between Nicola Carey and Nat Brunt. The top 4 batters of Hobart Hurricanes are looking monstrous. Fantastic batting by all of them. Last ball of the over. That's a quicker ball. Nat Brunt flicks it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 139 for 2 after 14 overs. Hobart Hurricanes won the toss, elected to bowl first, and one would have thought teams batting first at this venue have a good record. Why are they bowling first? But they have proved all of us wrong by restricting Sydney Sixers to 152 and then chasing down the total like this with just 14 more runs needed. Well, who is the bowler into the attack? It's been taken. Nat Brunt has to go. Bray is continuing into her third over. Nat Brunt looking for the big shot. Has been caught at deep mid wicket by Elise Perry. And the third wicket goes down for Hobart Hurricanes. Maybe something to smile about for Sydney Sixers in this innings. Obviously, very little things have gone their way, but that is a good catch by Elise Perry down at deep mid wicket. So the big wicket of Nat Brunt. Nat Brunt is gone after scoring 21 runs from 16 balls. And Hobart Hurricanes women are 139 for 3 after 14.1 overs. So Heather Graham is the new batter to the crease. Heather Graham is the new batter to the crease for Hobart Hurricanes women. Kaloima Bray has struck an important blow for Sydney Sixers. Just 14 more needed. They can do it even in singles, Hobart Hurricanes. Heather Graham is on strike. Second ball of the over. Oh, short and wide. Heather Graham goes for the cut shot and misses it. Dot ball from Bray. Well, Heather Graham pulls out. What is happening there? The third ball of the over coming up. Short and wide, cut away, straight to point. Another dot ball from Bray. Well, leading edge, it's up in the air, could be another wicket. Here it is, finally catch taken. by Sophia Dunkley this time. 2 wickets in the over for Bray. And is there another twist in the tail here? Very too quick to say a twist in the tail with only 14 runs left. But Heather Graham has been dismissed, looking to flick it away, a little leading edge. And a simple catch at covers for Sophia Dunkley. So Sydney Sixers can still try to take some wickets and maybe try to make it a little tougher for Hobart Hurricanes women. Heather Graham is gone for a 3-ball duck, and Hobart Hurricanes women are 139 for 4 after 14.4 overs. So a new batter to the crease now for Hobart Hurricanes women is Elise Villani. Captain Elise Villani. Very veteran, has to be said. She has played for the Australia women's team before. A really good batter, no doubt about that. Just 14 runs needed. It just needs sensible batting. That will take them over the line. 32 balls left in this innings. That's guided away towards point. And Elise Villani gets off the mark with a single. Nicola Carey is back on strike. Excellent over. Just 1 run coming from this over and 2 wickets in the over as well. But with just 13 runs more to defend, I think it's all too late for Sydney Sixers. Last ball of the over coming up. Nicola Carey on strike. And that's flicked away by Nicola Carey towards deep square leg. Picks up another single to finish the over. So 2 runs came from that over and 2 wickets in that over as well. Hobart Hurricanes women are 141 for 4 after 15 overs. So Ash Gardner is back into the attack here, into her last over. Has been a little expensive today. Nicola Carey goes for reverse sweep, gets it in the gap. That will run away for 4. That brings the equation down to single digits. Just 8 more needed for victory now. Nicola Carey is playing a blinder of an innings here in this run chase. This time it's a quicker ball. It's pulled away by Nicola Carey towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Remembering Nicola Carey from the Northern Superchargers women. Crucial knocks she was playing with the bat in that tournament. The Women's 100 2025. Northern Superchargers women became the champions for the first time in that tournament. Plenty of contributions from many players in that team. And Nicola Carey was one of them. Now 7 more runs needed for victory. Elise Villani is on strike. And looking to flick it away. It's gone off the patch to short fine leg. And picks up another single. They'll get 1 leg byes, I think. Yes, 1 leg byes it is. But 1 run to the total. 6 more runs needed for victory now for Hobart Hurricanes. And again, Nicola Carey goes onto the back foot and gently flicks it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Elise Villani is back on strike. Has tossed up. And Villani hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Just 4 more runs needed for victory. Nicola Carey is back on strike. The last ball of the over. And it's on the pads, flicked away. Oh, good fielding at short fine leg. And Nicola Carey picks up another single to finish the over. So 9 runs came from that over, and Hobart Hurricanes women are 149 for 4 after 16 overs. Sorry, Hobart Hurricanes women are 150 for 4 after 16 overs with 3 runs to win. 150 comes up for Hobart Hurricanes in 16 overs. 150 comes up for Hobart Hurricanes women in just 16 overs with 3 runs needed to win from the last 4 overs. Well, no, it's not 150. It's 149 only. My mistake. It was a dot ball, the last ball of the previous over. I thought they took the single. Maitland Brown now back into the attack. Who has bowled her, is it? No. It didn't go on to the stumps. Almost bowled her. It's a good delivery to start the over. Elise Villani defending of the back foot. Just 4 more runs needed for victory from 23 balls. 1 hit away is Hobart Hurricanes. Continue their unbeaten run in this tournament. Pick up their second win in the Women's Big Bash League 2025. Second ball of the over. And it's on the pads. Elise Villani looking to heave it away. It's gone off the pads. And picks up another single here. Might be 1 leg byes. And this time around 150 comes up for Hobart Hurricanes women eventually. 150 comes up in 16.2 overs at the loss of 4 wickets. Just 3 more runs needed for victory. Nicola Carey can finish it in 1 hit. So Brown coming around the wicket, and Nicola Carey defends it to point. There's another dot ball from Maitland Brown. Shot this time, pulled again by Nicola Carey down the ground to mid-on. Another dot ball. Still need to wait for Hobart Hurricanes to finish this. Two more deliveries left in this over. How long can Sydney Sixers delay the inevitable? Well, they can't delay it much because that's gone through the offside for 4 to finish it. Nicola Carey hits the winning runs, hits the winning boundary. And Hobart Hurricanes have gotten over the line here and they pick up their second win in the Women's Big Bash League 2025. Nicola Carey finishes unbeaten on 26 from just 18 balls with 5 boundaries at a strike rate of 144.44. And Elise Villani was rotating the strike. She finishes unbeaten on 3 runs from 5 balls. And what a comprehensive win this is from Hobart Hurricanes today. They missed a lot of chances in the field, dropped a lot of catches, missed some runouts. But so did the Sydney Sixers as well. They also missed a few catches. They also missed a few opportunities. So if you see, look at the fielding of both the teams, it was on par only. When you compare both the teams, it was equal. But I think batting wise, Hobart Hurricanes stood out with the bat today. A superb opening partnership between Lizelle Lee and Danny Hodge. And even after that, if you see, Nat Silverbrandt played another quick knock with the bat. And then in the end, Nicola Carey unbeaten on 26 from 18 balls. The top four of Hobart Hurricanes women look really strong. And then they are having someone like an Elise Villani to come in. Elise Villani, they are having another batter, experienced batter in Elise Villani, who is coming down the order as well. So I think batting depth is helping this Hobart Hurricanes women's team to chase down these kind of totals. The Sydney Sixers will feel they should have batted a little bit better. Sydney Sixers themselves had a comprehensive win against Perth Scorchers. They won that match by 10 wickets by restricting the opposition to 109 all out and then chased it down. But today, Sydney Sixers got blown away by the Hobart Hurricanes team. In fact, it's the first win for Hobart Hurricanes at this venue against Sydney Sixers after a long time. So a losing streak has been broken for Hobart Hurricanes women at this venue. But a comprehensive win by 6 wickets. We look at the scorecard. Lizelle Lee with 55 runs from 33 balls. Danny Hodge scored 45 from 26 balls. Nat Silverbrandt scored 21 runs from 16 balls. And then Nicola Carey unbeaten on 26 runs from 18 balls. Look at the bowlers of Sydney Sixers. Bray picked up 2 for 17. And Lauren Seattle also picked up 1 wicket. And Gardner was expensive today, but also picked up 1 wicket, but not much success for all the other bowlers. They were all taken to the cleaners today. Amelia Kerr was also taken to the cleaners today. It was a simply excellently paced run chase from the Hobart Hurricanes batters, chasing down the target of 153 runs in just 16.5 overs. And winning this match by 6 wickets. So we'll be back again to cover more matches from the WBBL 2025. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.